A DFS show with John Impemba and James Grande.
What is going on, FA Nation? John Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook Preview Show. We got a Wednesday 6-game main slate on tap here for everybody. Again, we are approaching the end of the NBA regular season. Got teams already ruling out players. We do, however, have a major moment on this slate.
Absolute major.
We have Luka Doncic's return to Dallas.
No. Max Christie's facing off against the Lakers.
You're right. The Max Christie revenge game. Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Bigger moments. Certainly not Luka back to Dallas.
Certainly not. No,
we'll see how long he plays in that game. He got ejected from the Tuesday game.
Yeah, we'll see how many kids named Luka in the Dallas area are in attendance.
Wouldn't it be so NBA getting in their own way if Luka got like double tacked early in this one, like when Joker got thrown out of like a Serbian night in Chicago?
Or this was his. This was technical 16, so he was suspended for tomorrow.
Yeah. Wouldn't it just be something like that?
Yep.
Or if the Lakers just didn't play him,
she sat
him.
Yeah.
So obviously, huge storyline there.
Yeah.
Boston, I would imagine, isn't playing anybody in this game. They played pieces on Tuesday.
They all played except Val.
That's what I'm saying. I would doubt they're playing this game unless they want to try to beat Orlando or something like that. I don't know. So I would anticipate Boston guys sitting. Maybe Al Horford plays. Al Horford didn't play on Tuesday, so he was out celebrating.
He had a personal day.
Yeah, he was out celebrating the Florida championship there. So, again, should be an interesting slate. Some good matchups, at least to maybe take advantage of here. And I guess we'll see how it goes. Again, it's difficult when teams are kind of doing what they're doing. We weren't sure who was going to play for the Lakers this morning. Actually, you messaged me. We're like, Luka's not going to play, and this guy's not going to play. And then all of a sudden they all got ruled in. So,
yep.
We'll know more probably tomorrow, but we'll do our best to break it down for you. We'll have the playbook out. It is Keith or Justin. I think Justin's on the playbook for Wednesday. One of the two. It ain't you. I know that.
No, I only have the 15 gamers on Friday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And no, tomorrow I'm out of commission. It won't be me.
I know it ain't you. So
it won't be me.
All right. Well, let's just get through this here. You have any comments or questions? As always, guys, throw it in the chat, comment section rather, and we'll get you guys throughout the day. Of course, you can always join our Discord, fantasystorm.com/win. Promo code Let's Go, or scan that QR code right up there. 7-day free trial. You can get in there. Yes.
I just want to thank the listeners. We have, it's obviously we've switched to the MLB stuff. And we're doing that for the live, and obviously MLB is taking precedent over the silly season. And it's very fun basketball, like once the postseason happens, and it's fun for teams that are still playing for something. But that doesn't stop anyone in the comments or our viewers continue to watch this show every day. So just wanted to thank all those that tune in every day. I'll give one shout out specific to our man Cujo, who no matter what will get into our comment section every single morning, every single time we upload a show, whether it's basketball or baseball, and he just thanks us. And that's Cujo is the reason why you and I mean, let's not get it twisted. We want to win for ourselves, but and we doing the show helps ourselves and it helps us start our research for the day, but we do it for you guys. We would not be as consistent as we've been this year without you guys showing up each and every day. So, and that just Cujo is embodiment of those that show up every day and support the show. So just wanted to say that before, we only have this show Thursday and right? Wednesday, Thursday, 3 more shows. So
3 more shows. Yeah, we're done. We're Friday, obviously the last regular season show of the season. We would, not only was it that we're here for you guys and we wouldn't be here for if it wasn't for you guys. They wouldn't let us do this if it wasn't for you guys.
okay.
We appreciate the support and you guys tuning in. Like you said, though, we're going to finish out strong here. Your top price point guards on the slate: Luka is 12.9. I guess we'll see on Giddey at 10.1 now. Tyler here on the other side of that matchup would be a smash spot against Chicago at $9,400. Got to figure out what's going to happen with Grimes, obviously Barnes and guys like that. But thoughts here, your top overall point guards on the slate.
So like we talked about this the first time that they played, right? And
you're not a narrative guy though.
I'm not, but I was in this specific instance because there's so much that goes into this, right? The millions and millions and tens of millions of dollars that Luka Doncic lost because he's not eligible for the Supermax since the trade, right? He was about to buy a home in Dallas and thought he was going to spend his whole career there. It's since been reported they fired before they traded Luka. They fired all of Luka's people. They fired his strength coach. They fired like all these behind the scenes people that were like Luka's friends.
Yeah.
Because Nico Harrison brought in his own people. This is the most revengey it could possibly get. I don't believe in narratives, and he wasn't good against Dallas the first time around. But you know what, John? When you go 19, 15, 12 and have 5 stocks when you're like super rusty, it doesn't matter. And guess what? He's been playing for months now. He's not rusty. He is coming off a few good games in a row. And he is the first time back in Dallas is obviously going to be super emotional. But Luka Doncic is the kind of person that's going to come out and take shots right off the bat to see how he's feeling. If that first shot goes in, if Luka does whatever he does, step back, 3 goes in, he is scoring 50 points. And he is looking at Nico Harrison after every basket that he makes.
Yeah.
So I know 12.9 is expensive, like really expensive. But if you want to get there, get there. Well, we've kind of seen this on the pricing. It's been up. It's been elevated lately. Mm-hmm. So, but he is like clearly the top spend up if, just looking among the rest of the guys here. So, if you want to get to Luka, you can. I do believe the Bulls play. I think, they were basically without everybody. And by basically, I mean, they were without everybody. For context, their starting 5 included Javon Carter. This is the Tuesday slate. Javon Carter, Matas Buzelis, Daylon Terry, Patrick Williams, Jalen Smith. They got 30 minutes out of Talon Horton-Tucker off the bench. They got 24 minutes out of Zach Collins. And yeah, that's it. And then they played like 10 guys. So if Giddey plays, it's fine. If Hero plays, he looks good. He was terrible last game. Bam's back. Quentin Grimes, I'm a little skeptical if he has not been someone to show up on the injury report very often.
Yeah.
And again, they need to keep losing. Is it surprising to see Quentin Grimes show up in the injury report for Washington? I don't think so. They're like, ooh.
I mean, they're losing with him, but now they're facing, like you said, Washington, the team they could, I guess, win. They're favorites in this game at -1.5. So
in theory, a game they could win that they don't need to win. So feels more out than in to me, but you never know. Barnes has missed the last couple. Mm-hmm. Definitely could miss another one with this injury. So, I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him anyways.
All right. Your mid range then. Shaden Sharp, Emmanuel Quickly. I assume the Boston guys don't play. Derek White sometimes is the guy that plays in those situations still, though. Peyton Pritchard will definitely play. He's $6,700. What are your thoughts on this mid range?
Yeah, I mean, Shaden looks good if Denny and Anthony Simons both sit. They're listed questionable. they've officially been ruled out or eliminated from the play-in. So we'll see if they get them back on the floor this year. Derek White almost triple-doubled on Tuesday. We'll see if he plays, as you mentioned. Quickly actually did play nearly 30 minutes the other day. I don't know how sustainable it is. Plus, he's now $7,900. Probably not going to get there at that price. Almost assuredly, Drew Holiday sits. I mean, I'd have a hard time believing he plays, but that would definitely put Peyton Pritchard on the radar. I don't know if Peyton Pritchard can focus, though. He signed a shoe deal that wasn't with Jaylen Brown's label. There might be beef within the Celtics that's going to ruin their championship aspirations. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing.
Possible.
But if everyone's out, definitely like Peyton Pritchard. Keontae George coming off an absolute nuke of a game last time out, 35 actual points. Didn't do anything else, but 35 actual is really good by itself at $6,500. So if you want to get to Keontae George, you can.
Yep.
Because also Isaiah Collier might not play. So if Isaiah Collier doesn't play.
Yeah, him and Sexton.
Yeah, I assume you're going to see Keontae start, and then you're going to get Colin Sexton, who's been awesome the last couple of games. And, to be fair, if Will Hardy's actually going to play these guys, then I have interest. Like,
I was going to
say. He was 1% owned the other day. I wrote him up in the playbook, and I debated it all day. Like, man, I think I really want to play Colin Sexton, but I'm too much of a wuss to overcome Will Hardy here. So I didn't, and that was my mistake. But at least my brain was firing there. At least I
the minutes. So Sexton's always just needed the playing time. So
yes, correct, for sure.
Carrington got the playing time again, 41 minutes. Damn.
Never doesn't get the playing time. He just plays.
Yep. So if Philly's going to even be more in tank mode, this is again a green light Carrington spot.
He played for the record, 41. That's actually on the low side for what he played on the Tuesday slate. He played 43 on Tuesday, so we're trending upwards with minutes.
Sure. Are you concerned about that? Do we think there's a chance like he doesn't play?
No, possibly no. Second leg of a back-to-back, so maybe no Jordan Poole.
Maybe. We have 19 minutes out of Poole. Like they just activate Smart instead or something.
Yeah, just play Marcus Smart instead, right?
Yeah. Banton if there's nobody for Portland.
Oh yeah. This is Banton season all day, baby.
Let's see. What do we think happens in Charlotte? Simpson got ejected tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if he's playing, he's okay. I wonder if there's a suspension coming. I mean, that was a brutal foul that led to Jalen Wells' fractured wrist. The picture, Jalen Wells actually posted a picture from the hospital.
I saw that, yeah.
Did not look very good, but I mean, obviously in better spirits than anyone would probably assume he would be in. So I have to assume Simpson is in play if he plays. Davion's right there. 55. Yeah. Continues to just churn out 30 fantasy point games because he's just that's what he is, I guess now. He just
wasn't with 30. It. Wasn't this in Toronto? Wasn't this in Sacramento? Is it with Eric Spoelstra?
So. Gonna make a lot of money wherever he goes next, thanks to Eric Spoelstra. Another one on the Spoelstra category of
future Gabe Vincent minutes,
just future $75 million contract somewhere else after he leaves because of Spoelstra.
AJ Johnson, still again, a bunch of minutes back to back for them.
Yeah, he came off the bench today, 25 minutes. So,
but if there's no Poole or something like that,
if there's no Poole,
anything else here at point guard?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what happens with Chicago. If there's no if everyone's out again, Kobe, if status quo with the roster, Talon Horton-Tucker played 30 minutes, was really good. He's $4,000. He started the second half as well. So you'd have to assume Talon Horton-Tucker, Javon Carter's stone cold mid salary. So those two players would probably be the guys. I guess like we'd also have to look at Nick Smith because there possibly could be no KJ Simpson. I don't know what what's going to happen. Actually, Nick Smith only played 14 minutes, huh? Who did they play on the ball? They should played a lot of like
Seth
random. Curry. They gave Seth Curry 19 minutes. They gave Bridges, Williams, Daquan Jeffries 30 plus, and then just
split it.
What? 8 other guys played 14 to 29 minutes. I mean, what a nightmare. I'm probably just
back to back. Yeah, not great.
Probably staying all the way away.
Shooting guard. Where do you play here?
Oh boy.
Questionable plays, obviously. Reeves. Brown is probably not going to play. He only played 22 minutes in that game on Tuesday.
We've said that too for like a couple weeks. Like they just want to limit this man.
Yeah, RJ got 29, but if it's a lot of money to play RJ at 29
it's
minutes,
a lot of money. It's too much money. You just play. You would just play. At that point, you would just take a shot on cheaper like Utah guys.
Sure, yeah, because these all guys have dual positional eligibility anyways. Lonnie Walker, if there's no Quinn Grimes,
even if there is, right? I mean, he's 40 and 30 minutes last two.
Well, I'm saying there's probably like even more opportunity to score, but he has obviously been good. So
sure.
57 mentioned Banton, Carrington can be played here, Sexton can be played here. Pell Larson still getting some decent run.
He didn't close. I would rather play Juzeg, I think. Okay. Juzeg's minutes have been trending upwards, 4,300. Ton of minutes, ton of shots, ton of threes. He just takes so many three-point shots. I mean, 31 threes in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
It's a lot. THT, obviously, if he
setting up to be a Baylor Shireman game.
Yeah, and I mean, TBD on everything Boston. Thankfully, we'll know at 7 p.m. You'll have to be in the Discord, but they're one of the 2 7 p.m. games.
Do they have JD Davidson with them?
I think the G League playoffs ended, so I think like most of those players will be with. Let's see. The injury report. This is the 8th, so they won't even have their injury report out for tomorrow. That's sad. Can't even tell you. Maybe. I mean, we'll see, right? Boston. It's impossible to talk
everybody out. They're going to have more guys available. So
yeah, it's going to be a great. I mean, it's going to be a great target because they're all free. Payne Pritchard with not Pritchard, but everyone else.
Yeah. And they could even land Pritchard if they have the whole bench active.
No, you're right. No, they could. I don't. If he plays, I feel pretty confident that he like plays. Yeah, but you're not wrong.
All right. Are the other shooting guards here in the value range? Jeremy Roden, like that.
Yeah, I guess they already ruled out Jamal Shed.
Yeah,
Toronto did. So I guess just seeing what else is available to them. What did they do the other day? Roden played 17 off the bench. Lawson played 22 off the bench. And this is a game that Shed started and played 29 minutes. So
take Shed out of that equation. Maybe Lawson and Roden just split it.
Yeah, I mean, who do they start here? Because even Jacoby Walter only played 18 minutes in that game. Why did Jacoby Walter play 18 minutes? Did Jacoby Walter get hurt? Yeah. He's out. Yeah, he did get hurt. He's out.
Okay. So
Walter and Shed are already out. They both played multiple minutes last game. Agbaji's also out. And Barnes and Pirtle are questionable. So they have Quickly, Barrett, and then everything else up in the air. I mean, yeah, I guess you could play who did you just mention?
38.
Yeah, Lawson.
Roden with 4K.
Yeah, you could if one of those guys finds his way into the starting lineup, I'm good with it.
All right, cool. Small forward. Again, Tatum probably doesn't play, I would assume, here, but you do have LeBron at 10-3. Denny is questionable with the thumb. Obviously, 72, 60, and 60. Be pretty good to get him in your lineup against Utah.
Yeah, missed the last game. We'll see.
Okay.
Again, they got eliminated, officially eliminated, and then he pops up with the thumb and doesn't play. Think it's writing on the wall of like what Denny can be for them. So
Okay.
I don't. But if he plays, I'm definitely interested.
Mid range. Any of these guys stand out to you?
This slate kind of sucks. PJ, the minutes are not there. Wiggins, even if he plays, like he's been out for like a week and a half, I don't think I'd get there. Not playing Najee at this price with Anthony Davis healthy. I think Tumani Kamara is probably the first guy we could. I don't think we mentioned him as shooting guard, but with all those guys out, he 23-point double for Tumani Kamara. A guy who just has an endless motor. Definitely could play him. We talked Lonnie Walker already. He looks great. Justin Champagnie doubled for the second consecutive game, or third consecutive game, I should say.
If they play him minutes, we know this is what he can do, right? It just now it's a back-to-back.
Now it's a back-to-back.
Back-to-backs is like they need everybody out, basically.
So you know what they did today? Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say they bucked the trend, John, but Vukovic wasn't available, so they couldn't buck the trend because
Holmes didn't play, Vukovic didn't play. Did Gill play?
7 minutes, and they gave JT Thor 25 minutes.
Okay.
They played Alex Sarr 32. But if they don't have those backup centers, like is Justin Champagnie their default second best rebounder on the team? Maybe best rebounder on the team? Is he better than Alex Sarr? Like
Sarr had a good game though.
He had a monster game. I'm just saying, like, if without all those other guys, if they just run Champagnie out there 35 minutes again, I mean, I guess we just have to play him, right? So 5,400, I expect there to be a healthy amount of ownership coming his way.
Sure. Value range, Sensabaugh.
Yeah, the minutes were good. Minutes were good the other day.
Council probably gets no. You don't think so? Didn't really get him run there.
No, he's kind of fallen out of the rotation. But I guess it just anything's possible if Grimes hits that.
If Edwards doesn't play too, right? Like they're
they started. They started Marcus Bagley the other day with Edwards out. They went Walker, Grimes, Butler, Bagley, Bona. They played Kyle Lowry 20 minutes off the bench, Hood Schifino 20 minutes off the bench, Council 20 minutes off the bench. I mean, they just basically played the starters, and then we basically need starters here. We need the starters here.
Okay. Any other value plays then at small forward?
Duncan's fine. Jeffries is going to play minutes. Thibault's minutes kind of fell off last game. I guess in theory, Jameson Battle could start. It's not exciting at all. Chris Murray has played a lot of minutes because they've needed him to play a lot of minutes, which just like with everyone out. So Chris Murray, 3,900, looks kind of good.
Actually, he usually shoots more threes than this, like we saw here, but he actually made his regular shot. So
Channel is inner rookie year Keegan, and we're cooking with gas.
All right, power forward.
Yeah, Mark. So we can talk. Mark Bagley's at power forward. We can talk to him at power forward.
Okay. Banchero.
Oh, dude,
could be up against a nothing Boston team here.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would play him probably even if there was a healthy Boston team. That guy is...
He's doing some stuff right now.
Dude, he is unbelievable right now. He has been unbelievable. He has been... I mean, again, said it yesterday on yesterday's show when we touted him, but too bad Jalen Suggs is not healthy.
It is. It's true. Anthony Davis, 98.
Yeah, I mean the minutes aren't great. He had the monster game. We know that's in the range of outcome.
Well, because that's the outcome, right? That's the ceiling basically at 30 minutes for him. So
yeah, we know the range of outcome. The range of outcome is break the slate. Obviously, Anthony Davis is going to be.
He's going to wreck Jackson Hayes or whoever.
Yeah, I mean he's. There's no way Anthony Davis is very happy about what happened. Do you think the Lakers do to Anthony Davis what they did to Jokic when they double him every time he touches the ball? Because who beats them if on Dallas?
Right. Nobody.
I mean, Najee Marshall can't shoot if he's on the floor. Spencer Dinwiddie's random. Brandon Williams cannot be officially signed until the 10th.
That's crazy.
So he will be, but he can't. Yeah. He will not be available for this one because he can't be signed yet. They still don't have the money to do it until the 10th. So that'd be my worry that they just like, all right, AD, welcome back. You will not touch the ball here, sir.
Sure. Bam 93 against Chicago.
Yeah, I mean I think it looks good. Obviously, he's playing extremely well. He also had that 60-point game without Tyler Hero. So one of those games.
Filipowski?
The minutes are dead.
Still almost double-doubling.
Still almost double-double. I will grant you that. But I don't know why we're not playing him. Okay. It's just one of those things where he should be playing. Yeah. There's no reason for him not to be playing. They haven't played Shibwe the entire month, not one singular minute because he was in the G League. They've barely played Micah Potter. They barely played Micah Potter last game. Were they just playing no center for 14 minutes at center? Were they just said, screw it, we don't need a center on the floor? I mean, I don't know, but that's kind of what they did, right?
Sure.
Collier, Sensabaugh, Juzek. They closed the game. Collier, Sensabaugh, Juzek, Sexton, Keontae George. So three guards. Yeah. Juzek and Sensabaugh was their closing lineup for Keontae played the final 17 minutes of the game. Sexton played the final 13. Juzek played the final 13. I don't know. I mean, I understand your Filipowski point, but why are we randomly playing 24 minutes? I don't know. Sure. Why is he the sacrificial lamb here?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I don't know. I mean, they've had a minutes cap for him.
Minutes cap. They hate him. Just tell us they hate him, okay?
Bazulis.
He's good. He's pretty good.
You're gonna let him play some offense. He'll score some points.
Yeah, I mean, I would say TBD. If it's the same team out there again, I'd be down. But if everyone's back, I'd probably out.
Got 50 burger out of Mobo.
He's good, dude. He's good. He's gonna be a good player for them. That was a good draft pick, second round.
Good matchup for him against Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm definitely here. I like it.
Salon got 30 minutes in that game against Memphis.
Yep, should
play.
Probably
Hauser,
hover.
Obviously. Whom?
Yeah, he should hover around that 30-minute mark, probably. Yep. Moving forward.
Yep. Hauser obviously would get minutes if Boston sits everybody. You've highlighted Kyle Anderson. Anything else that you'd consider?
Yeah, dude, Kyle Anderson's been so good. So funny. Anything else that I would consider?
I mean, you mentioned Bagley, obviously.
Yeah. Him and Jabari Walker probably in the same bucket of if Denny sits, I'd be okay playing Jabari Walker at 37. Cole Swider played 24 minutes off the bench for Toronto. I believe his 10-day was just renewed, so he's probably in play. But that's That's it.
All right. Center we go. Bam, Mark Williams. Again, Mark Williams on a back-to-back. Bam, 93. Porzingis not going to play. Khalil Ware, 65. Sar, 62. Pretty good spots for them.
Khalil Ware, yeah, I mean, the problem with Khalil Ware is that you never know when the minutes are going to be high. So it's a tournament play only. Not that you should be playing cash games at this point anyway, but tournaments only, because night to night, you just 35 minutes, no Bam. Bam's active in this game. There's just no telling whether he closes or not. Sure. But I like the player. I would love the minutes to be consistent. They're in a play-in tournament. Like, I understand the Heat's perspective, probably like, well, we've made it to the finals from this place before, right? And it's like, okay, sure. Jimmy Butler was on your team, and you had good players on your team. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
I definitely prefer Sar to Ware. Pretty like more, just way more consistent.
Sure. Sar's been great. Again, 20, 12, 6 assists, 3 blocks at $6,200. You got Klingon at 58, Bona 57. Cornette could again be the starting center here against Orlando at 55. If Mark Williams sits, Yusuf Nurkic is $5,300.
Yep.
What do you think of that range?
Yeah, I assume Williams has not played a back-to-back, so probably just go ahead and assume he doesn't play here. Nurkic will be popular, does have a high ceiling, has not been priced this way though on a back-to-back, so that's definitely something that we have to consider. Might just instead play like Moussa Diabate. I don't know if it's even worth it, but Moose has been playing like decent minutes when there's been no Mark Williams. So I don't hate the Moussa pivot, especially with now like their prices legitimately. There's actually a discrepancy. And then just depending on Nikola Vucevic's injury.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would just play Jalen Smith. They did double big it, by the way. They did play Jalen Smith and Zach Collins together tonight. Both were great. So if there's a scenario where they're out and they're out everyone again, I would play them both in the same lineup. The answer was the Bulls answered the question. I would play them both. Zach Collins 7, 13, and 3 in 24 minutes. Jalen Smith 13, 10, 2, 1, 1 in 32 minutes. They're like basically mid salary. Zach Collins actually 4,900. That is a massive bump. He was 3,200 on the.
Jalen Smith still been salary and got the more minutes in that game. So
and started, yeah. So like but even in a scenario where Collins 49, like if you guaranteed me 24 minutes with like everyone out, I would probably consider it. But Jalen Smith was going to be 100% owned if there's no switch again.
I agree. All right. The impossible feat now is to build a lineup. We're going to obviously start with Luka.
The impossible feat because we have no idea who's playing.
I don't know who's going to play.
I don't know.
I'll say this. I know Porzingis is not going to play. They have no reason to play Al Horford.
Yeah, I was going to say, is Horford – what's the reason to play Horford?
They have no reason to play Al Horford.
And at that point – don't we just play Neemias Queta over like Cornette? Like, I don't know. They like to double big it anyway.
Sure. They could. Obviously, Cornette would start though. He's been getting the minutes.
Yeah.
But I mean, at that point, like, I know we don't know if
we have no clue about anything. Dude, it's a Wednesday night in Orlando. Jason Tatum lives for nights like this.
Tatum's in a really good spot here though, unless you think they go so small to take him off the floor.
I mean, I think that Portland has no reason to take him off the floor.
Or just play Bona instead?
Yeah, play Bona. Bona's been amazing, and he gets the matchup.
Go Bona, maybe go Carrington, 58?
Yes.
Or just like Lonnie.
Play Banton. Anyway. Play Lonnie, Banton, and Carrington. Just plug them all. Get them all. Get all of them.
47.
Easy.
Luka's so
Easy.
expensive, man. He's so expensive.
Who is?
Luka?
Yeah, we don't have to play. We don't have to play Luka.
No, we're playing. We're gonna play Luka. I'm just saying, like, he is expensive, therefore it's cutting into our cost here. All right, so we got 4,500 for forward into util. What's the that, like, you want to just play Hauser, just knowing Boston's not going to play Tatum and Brown in this game? 42 or
I mean, there's like 75 different potential punt options that we could play.
who's your favorite of the groups, I guess, then?
I don't know, because I don't know. I mean, I would just play all the Chicago stuff again, but we have no clue if Chicago's just resting on a back-to-back. Like I'd play Chris Murray. I would play.
I mean, I'm fine with playing Murray. You think if he's going to get that minutes, it's Utah. So
Caleb Martin's played a bunch of minutes lately.
5,200. We can just do this. We'll get Sensabaugh in there. So we do Luka, Carrington, Walker, Mobo, Bona, Banton, Murray, and Sensabaugh. How's that sound?
I mean, in the Luka build, obviously, as of right now, without any knowledge of any news, obviously impacts the lineup quite a bit, but like it's fine.
Yep. All right, we'll have the playbook out for you guys. You know where to find us in Discord. You can follow us on Twitter, and of course, you can leave a comment in the comment section as well to get you guys ready for this NBA DFS main slate. Good luck, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.